Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victor.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they let him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
That's it.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
On second and 9. Lock firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 83 yards, and a touchdown.
And that gives him 9 for the season. And I've been around the game long enough to know this. 10 is the benchmark number. Right? People want to get to there because that really signifies that you've had the year that you've been looking for, and also gives you respect around the league.
Time for us to introduce you to the defensive starters for Arizona. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe it for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they got to move up. In order to do that, they got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
64,
Lock now on first down. This is the tight end fan. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Let's go.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
18 Gator.
Second and 5 now. Lock toward goes out of bounds here. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Mike, 58, right there. They're not ready for this.
They'll try to run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. That's 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high. 51's the mic. All day, all day. 5.
On 1st down, Lock. Quick throw here, that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ready.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check 15, check 15.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and they'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. And they'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Lock, wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now at first down. Clock now to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Locke to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, 50. Man. Check, 47.
2nd and 15. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go. Kill.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Slam. Back
to throw now on first down. And this is caught by Evans. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Here we go.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll drop the throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So
for a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bradley Chubb in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 35.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, he's got a little delay. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
Huh? You like
Come
that?
on, what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll try to draw now with Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
61, match box, light, fire.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lock. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They look to throw. It's locked. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Hey, let's go.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Yeah, that's how we get it.
Here's Lock. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
That's how you score.
Noah Fant with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And the coach talked about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
We got this. Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play down, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps. They've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Block off of play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw it is locked. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Ready, go!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's King. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. They'll throw now on the final play. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a this is a really important drive. And we all can talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away. from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah,
and he's going to go down again. Bradley Chubb in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get out to you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shutting down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch twist. Hey. Go now. Let's go. Yeah. Number 53, Mike 53. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
A give running right is Chubb. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And now running right through it. And down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Throwing on first down is Long. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Parnell. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check 24. Check 84.
Back to throw here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he couldn't get it to check up. That gets all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Down. 18 Gator. Protein spill. Secret.
On second and 11 now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. Block now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he swings one that's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
That's what I'm talking about.
Loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Let's go.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, They put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done,
That's it, baby.
well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth.
Let's go, let's go, let's
This
go.
quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's King. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Gotta do better. Come on, Cuban.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, Mike 51.
Look at me. Zipper.
51 to Mike, boy. 51.
On 2nd and 15 now. Lock. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one covered beautifully. The defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go again. Let's go.
Now locked again. This is brought in by Hardy. And out across midfield down to the 45. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 45-yard line. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Go, go. Get it.
Locke now on 1st down. It's held in by Hardy. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Ready, set.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You remember me. Let's go, baby.
Ready, ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You got him. You got him.
On the ready.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Big rip.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Come to my world.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they do the interception.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So the Broncos coming out now. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, they just play it all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
90 Wolf. Watch the run. They're running it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
80 weapon on the ball. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
They'll actually throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And what would you say? Is it the offense?
Red!
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense is struggling. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it in?
Sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for